afternoon. I just want to share some helpful information to you about how to pack a vest for an ultra marathon. So I have a 100-miler coming up this weekend in Hell, Michigan, the Hallucination 100. And I have a certain way that I pack my vest that I think is really helpful and might be helpful to you. I use a Salomon Sense Pro, which is a very nice race vest. Very lightweight, very minimal. Doesn't have a whole lot of extra storage in it, but I prefer that because I don't want to carry too much. And I like having my bottles in the front. Get some water. I put water and Scratch in my bottles. I like Scratch because it's not overly sugary. It's got good electrolytes in it, light tasting. It's settling well with me lately. So that's my plan, hydration-wise. And I'll fill those up each loop. Each loop is 16.6 miles. And then on the right side of the vest, I have this little pocket up here at the top. I love this little pocket. It's like my little emergency stash. So for emergencies, I like to have a headlamp because you just never know if it's going to get dark in the middle of your loop before you get back to your stuff with all your other headlamps. And an emergency waist light. I like to have a light on my waist because I can see the ground better. These are just cheap magnetic lights that are rechargeable that you buy on Amazon. And an emergency tube of salt. This is called base salt. It's also got some other electrolytes in it. And then some papaya enzymes, Tylenol and ibuprofen. I haven't been taking Tylenol and ibuprofen during races, but I always keep some on me just because I feel like it's handy to have and you can always help a fellow runner out if they're having trouble. And the papaya enzymes are supposed to help with your stomach, and I often get nauseated during races. So I like to have those on me as well. And I'm gonna try to get all this stuff back in here now. But I like having this emergency stash close to me up here where it's easy to get to, because the last thing you want when you're in an electrolyte bonk or some kind of crazy situation is to not have access to your stuff easily. You don't want to have to be searching and wondering where it is. So I try to keep all my stuff in a set designated place and not change it up. So also on the right side, I keep my reusable cup. So most ultras now are cupless, which means you have to bring your own reusable cup. So I like to use this for broth or whatever. And I just stash it right here. And honestly, it'll probably get some like food debris or whatever on your vest. Who cares? You're gonna wash it after the race. Just, it'll be fine. On the left side is where I keep the majority of my fuel. So I have in this bigger pocket, this is where I'm gonna keep my gels and blocks. I love Cliff blocks, and I really like Science and Sport neutral flavor gels, Beta Fuel. And then I'm trying out this carbs fuel. I've been trying it in training for the past few weeks and having a good time with it. So I'm gonna throw that in my pocket as well, along with any snacks I might want. So when I come around each loop, I'll grab some snacks that I pre-packed for myself in individual size portions and shove them in the pocket. Might be chips, might be crackers, might be eggs, might be fruit, whatever I want. So that can all go in here as well. And this vest is super easy to take on and off. It also has a big pocket in the back, back here. As you can see, I like to put like a jacket in there. If it's gonna get cool overnight, I can shove a jacket down in there, and then if I put it on, if I get overheated, I can just shove it back in there. Pair of gloves, whatever you might need as far as that. And then as far as a buff, I like to bring a little buff or a neck gaiter and wrap it around my wrist. And that way I have something to wipe sweat or grime off. You know, sometimes you might fall on the trail and get your hands really dirty. It's nice to just have something on your person to wipe off with. So I hope these tips helped you. I'm a very minimal runner. I don't like to carry a lot of stuff. I try to be as simple and efficient as I can be. So hopefully this was helpful or informational for you, and I'm hoping for a great finish at Hallucination 100 and a great time, and I wish you the best of luck in your future adventures.